The other three have circled around you and have leapt on you, pulling at your ankles to get you onto the ground.
Fucking run!
You register the sound of heavy footsteps outside. And the answering roar. Credits roll. Our title screen moves across. Dino Crisis. Our cut opens to a blue ocean, just off the coast of the Chilean island, Isla San Pedro. It is the peak of natural beauty. White sands, penguins swimming in the water. Brilliantly green foliage. It looks like it's been plucked right out of Emerald City. We see two macaws on a branch. Bright, audacious colors as they sit. The red one swoops to the ground, picking out what looks to be a discarded piece of snakeskin. But that's the thing. There are no snakes on Isla San Pedro. What could have left so large a piece? Suddenly, the scene is interrupted by a screech as a creature runs across, brilliantly blue, green flecked across. The macaw flees in panic. It is then that we're face on with the velociraptor in all its feathered glory. It's looking for something, those eyes dilated, looking, watching before it sees its target. A piece of meat dangling, held by one Luis Alvarez. A keeper holds his shoulder and says, "Yeah, just wiggle it a little bit. He'll come get it. Come on, Bluey. Come here, boy." And the velociraptor follows suit. But Luis, that's only your appearance. Tell us a little about yourself as you're feeding a prehistoric predator.
Well, when you first look at me, you probably don't see me. You probably see something more interesting in the background, like concrete or some shitty plants. But once you refocus, you see a kind of dull Latino man, 5'8", late 50s, early 60s. It's a secret. Wishing the temperature was right enough he could wear a fleece, but he's still happy to be here. So he's dangling the meat. He's never dangled before, but he's hoping to dangle with the best of them.
And dangle he does. Our camera zooms in as this meat, slowly hanging above the earth, is snapped up by a pair of jaws, ripping it from the thread that holds it, and chomped up greedily by this velociraptor. And a swoop of green. Oh, go ahead.
As liquid hits my face, I remember the first time I won Russian roulette.
Well, as this fond memory causes a smile to spread across Luis's face, and with flash of green foliage, we then cut to the velociraptor pen, where the trainers are showing the tricks that they're capable of doing. Up there, they have one Millie Francesca, as she's going over the tricks that they're capable of, holding out her hand for them all to stand up and look at her, making their distinctive cries. Tell us about yourself, Millie.
Millie is dressed very floral. She knew she was going somewhere tropical, and she is out there to be seen. And she has asked for someone else to hold her phone, telling them to be very careful with it, so that they can see her as she does the tricks. She kind of holds it for a little longer. And even though, it's not very, she's like, one moment, to the keeper. And
I'm sorry, but the animals get... Okay, she's here.
One second. Okay, all right. Now, what do I do again? Did I do it right?
You hold out a fist and they'll sit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And she holds out a fist, but also, kind of preens as she does so.
Just girly things. The raptors listen. Their foliage rivals your own. Bright colors as they look, waiting for their reward.
Do you have
Another cut is...
Do you have a scarf with their feathers? Anything like that?
I'll have to ask my boss about that, but I can certainly see. And this employee is sweating bullets as he looks over at the CEO, one Florence Hammond, as she watches, a smile on her painted lips, nodding. We cut then to a scene of rather cute proportions. A bunch of baby triceratops are receiving their bottles for the day, and holding one of these bottles of dinosaur formula is none other than Kit Campbell, live on TikTok as she's feeding the next Jurassic life. Tell us about yourself, Kit.
Oh my god, you guys, this is so cute. I'm totally not dressed for this weather, by the way. Where Millie is dressed in florals and absolutely matches the environment. My colors are pink and white and black, and that is all that I wear. My hair is perfectly dusty pink. I've definitely made sure that all of my makeup is on point because, oh my god, who gets to come to Prehistoric Park? Nobody does. And just being here, being invited here, oh my god, you guys, all of my followers need to see what is going on here. And oh my god, I could get, it's so, I'm absolutely gagged because these triceratops are so cute.
They are fairly adorable, and you're right. Nobody's been to Prehistoric Park except for you and this crew. It's a week till opening, and you, being the influencers and people of high status that you are, have either bought or earned your way in. Katie, as you think over this, I'm the first person here. My followers are gagged. A little Triceratops butts you harder. He wants more milk. You're holding the bottle wrong.
Oh, how silly of me. I have a blue tongue skink at home, but obviously these guys are a little bit bigger than that. So I kind of look to somebody else to follow what they're doing. I don't want to ask for help, but I'm gonna see how somebody else is doing it and just readjust.
Oh yeah, the muscly park helper. His shirt's one size too small, so you really see his biceps. He's let me help you, and he leans over and holds you. It's very ghost-esque. Except instead of clay, you're feeding a baby dinosaur together as his big googly eyes blink at you as he drinks up the last of his meal. We cut again, this time right in front of where the bronchiosaurs are kept. They're leaning down, being fed much like a giraffe in a normal zoo, unless you were talking about a 20-ton giraffe with a head the size of your whole body, munching on bamboo as the camera crew of none other than the famous Danger Rick Durango is filming a segment for his show. Tell us about the show, Rick.
So, Danger Rick is a show run by Rick Durango. Rick is early to mid 30s looking guy, but he looks weathered. You would think that he might actually work here if not for the fact that there are in fact uniforms for folk that work here. He's dressed the part. He's got a couple of scars from previous encounters. He tends to get a bit up close and personal with the wildlife, which is probably why they put him with the brachiosaurs first instead of something a bit more dangerous. They know what he's like anyway. But he's making it work. He's using this as an introduction. He's holding fronds of leaves up above his head while backing the camera folks up to make sure you get as much of it in camera as possible as he's explaining it. Now, these creatures originally lived 154 to 150 million years ago in the late Jurassic period. But you see, the folks here at Prehistoric Park, They got their science on lock. And here they are in the flesh. Well, in the screen for you, but soon you'll be able to see them in the flesh just like me.
Lauren steps into frame with you, holding your shoulder. For the low, low price of $50,000 per ticket, you can join us here at Prehistoric Park, where we make history come to life. All right, cut the cameras. All right, everyone, how are we feeling? As she addresses this crowd of influencers behind your rather mousy camera crew as they flick away from this woman of great influence. How are we feeling? Drinks? We need food? How's the bar looking?
I'm doing just fine personally. Happy to shoot some more stuff. You got anything with a bit more teeth for the viewers? Like the teeth.
Well, it's funny you asked that, and she looks at her watch and a frown forms on that perfectly sculpted face. Just a moment. We'll be doing the ribbon cutting ceremony, which all of you will be present for as she addresses the crowd. Just a moment. If you'll hop on this golf cart and meet me there, we'll do the ribbon cutting, and I promise you, Mr. Durango, we'll have just the toothy surprise you were looking for.
All right. Come on, boys. I just gesture the camera crew to follow me over to the nearest cart.
Another tired employee looks at the rest of you. Just make sure you put your seatbelts in. We can't have any injuries on before we open.
It's a golf cart. Do people actually get injured on golf carts? I thought they could go 2 miles an hour.
Yes, but we are legally bound to tell you that we have to have your seatbelts on, or else we might get sued. Even though in your agreements it said you can't sue us as being early members of Prehistoric Park.
Okay.
Most golf carts have seatbelts. You don't want to accidentally get hurt. You might put a hole in one.
I promise you our golf carts are specially made and durable, as we are working with some of the most dangerous animals on Earth. Please get on board. And he starts up the golf cart as you all hop on board. In another scene, we see a pristine white lab. Nothing like the lavish nature that you've been surrounded with. We see Florence, her heels clacking across the floor as she heads to her room, her fury growing. No longer does she have to mask it for a crowd. Her schedule has been ignored. How dare they do this? Finally, she reaches a door, nursery written above it, and inside we can hear the furious cries of some small creature. We only figure this out as the door opens, and we see one Amy Lee and another coworker, Marisol, trying to get a very angry Tyrannosaurus Rex into his sparkly pink harness. He's only about the size of a greyhound, but those teeth are still sharp.
Amy Lee is wearing her park certified shirt, as she has short, red, messy hair, her sunglasses on at all times, and you see that she has her arms out trying to ring the calm down, precious, we're just trying to get you all pretty so you can meet everybody.
Amy, the dinosaurs here only go by designated numbers, by clutch, so this is J35, but what's this baby to you? What do you call them?
I think I probably call all of them baby and precious and little pet names like that. This one, if I'm trying to get into a sparkly pink harness, we'll call her Princess.
Princess certainly lives up to her name. She's squalling. She's somehow getting those tiny little arms outside again and again, and increasingly more distressed. You know she wants her mother, but she has to be here for the promo. You're already 5 minutes late. Oh, your boss is here. Lee, you were supposed to be at the set.
I know, but you can't rush the talent unless you want me to lose a hand.
Well, you're gonna lose your job if you're not there at the ribbon cutting in 5 minutes.
All right. She gets down and starts making low noises to try and get the T-Rex to calm down and get over there and put a harness on.
Amy, you're good at your job. You know that Princess wants her mother, and you're mimicking the sounds that a mother uses to call for her baby, those low frequency sounds that are just beyond our hearing, rumbling through the earth. And she listens. For a moment, her squalling ceases, perhaps cowed by Florence's presence, and you're calming. She gets in without another harm, and you click her lead on as you walk towards the cart.
All right, here we go. Just routine. It's gonna be fine.
Gonna be fine. You're only introducing the most dangerous land predator to a crowd of influencers and spoiled millionaires. Surely nothing's gonna go wrong, right?
Oh gosh.
Your little truck zooms over. Princess is in the back in a dog crate, already fussy, but hopefully she'll get better when she's out in the open air, right? Carefully, Marisol backs up the van, looks at you. You want an extra pair of hands while you're doing this? I know I gotta keep the van warm, but...
Just stay close by in case I need you to jump in real fast.
Okay. They sit in the car and you notice they're trembling. This is the first hands-on encounter with a carnivore. This is no baby triceratops. Someone could get seriously injured. And lose your job. But we know which one of those is more serious, right?
Yeah, definitely. Losing my job. So I'm going to lead the baby T-Rex over and then start to address the crowd. Howdy, y'all. I'm Amy Lee Bowman, your friendly park ranger here at Prehistoric Park. I'm here to help y'all explore and enjoy all the amazing wonders of our ancient past, so feel free to ask me anything, and let's make your visit a great one. Now, for the real treat today, our baby T-Rex. I'm holding this fella on a leash, and I reckon y'all are gonna love seeing it up close. But before we get too cozy, let me lay down a few rules to keep safe and sound. Stay behind that marked line is the first one. And keep your voices low and calm. Our baby T-Rex is on a leash for its safety, so please don't reach out and try to touch it. Our trained staff will handle all up-close interactions. Please listen carefully. And then she's going to lead the T-Rex over closer to wherever everyone is, but keeping the leash tight.
Tight grip in your body between this ancient predator and this crowd as they ooh and ah at this little thing. She's tabby like a cat, brown stripes, feathers that will soon fall away as she grows into a much more dangerous animal. But for now, you have a ribbon to cut. Florence stands behind. Luis, as one of the main contributors to this park, she's offered you a hand to hold. The cameraman is filming as she goes on and on about the wonders of this park and how I am so honored to pronounce it open. Snip. The ribbon falls to the ground. A barrage of bright lights and cameras go off. And a question to my players. Which one of you is standing closest to Princess?
Oh, God.
Most likely me, if I'm being honest with myself.
Not
Are you
for
going
lack
past
of
the
trying,
line?
to be clear.
Yeah, not from. I'm trying to get. I was not that close, but I was trying to get the whole picture together. So not me.
Did you forget to turn off your flash?
Oh, no.
Are we inside or outside?
We are outside on the beautiful docks of
Okay.
San Pedro.
The flash would not have gone off. She's done the finagling with it. No flash. I think.
Professional. You don't have your flash on. But the thing is, Tyrannosaurus Rex, if you had been listening during your initial walking tour, are visual predators. Princess might have only received kibble for the first 4 months of her life. But your phone, with its reflective case, looks awfully shiny and awfully like the butterfly she likes to chase outside. Millie, make me a conflict roll. It'll be my 1 against your 8. Your 9, I should say. Your 9 dice against my 1. Let's see how it goes.
Do we keep the mic on as we do this? Let's see how loud this is.
I mean, if you go out being eaten by a baby T-Rex, that seems
That's
worth it.
honestly
I'm just saying,
the best
right?
way to go. If I die in the first 5 minutes, I want it to be to a baby T-Rex. Here we go.
There's no horrible death here.
Okay, so what am I looking for among these numbers?
So 10 candles is a d6 system. You are looking for 6s, which are your successes. All other numbers are failures or misses. But 1s subtract from your successes. So in my case, I rolled a 6. That is a success on Princess's part.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Okay,
I warned you these dice
I
rolled
gotta
well.
do math right real quick. Okay. So I got
gosh,
1
Mary.
6 and 1 1.
No other successes?
That's what I got. I got a bunch of 4s and 2s.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
So, I intended this to be like, oh, it's just a conflict roll. It's not going to be that bad. They have 9 dice against me. Well, I get that die now, so now I have 2. And somehow, something darkens. Something goes out. You know what it is, Millie. But you certainly know what it is to have a baby T-Rex latch onto your phone and your index finger as Princess snaps out suddenly, shaking like a terrier dog.
Oh my gosh. I have a question. Our moments, how do we use those mechanically?
Just announce that you are using a moment. Say that I will as a statement, and then you will be able to either re-roll failures, successes, according to the condition of the moment.
Okay, and I can only use it once, right?
Yes, once per game, so think about it.
I feel like because her job is on the line, she would probably go out to not let someone get bit already this soon. So my moment is I will save someone. So as it's going to bite Mir, can I wrangle her back?
Absolutely. The purpose of a moment is to take narrative control. So describe for us how you see Princess eyeing up that tasty-looking phone and stopping her before she bites as the cameras go flashing.
Because I think specifically Princess Amy has probably, been raising since she was hatched. I'll say that Amy's very cued into her different habits and stuff. So I see the reflective surface, though I have sunglasses on, so I don't catch it as quickly as I should have probably. And then as I see Princess turn to go after it, I see the lunge and I'm able to get around her body and pull back with all my weight, so that she, instead of getting the index finger, still gets the phone, but does not actually injure the celebrity that is here.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst way for the park to open, right? Millie Francesca losing a finger to a Tyrannosaurus. Thankfully, your lightning reflexes are now wrangling a baby T-Rex as she grumpily squealed in your arms, wiggling. She wanted to bite that phone so bad.
The whole time.
Oh, sorry, you go.
No, the whole time this is happening, I've got the camera crew on this, going just watching this go, and then just leaning into the camera and going. You see, that's why you got to remember, even the babies, tiny as they are just as dangerous. And I redirect the camera.
As I'm wrangling her back, you all hear me say it's I'm struggling with her. I may have forgotten to mention also, no flash photography or shiny objects. She does like the sparkle.
Millie is sitting there did she just lose her phone to this creature?
It is on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And worst of all, take a breath, Millie. It's cracked.
You have a finger. Calm down.
I have a finger, but I also have a brand deal. So
honestly, I'm dying over this because I know Millie from the social media world, and my fans are kind of anti Millie. We're very opposite in the people that we attract. So I'm definitely live right now and watching this, and every now and then I swap back to my face where I'm just dying and then just go back, but trying to do it quietly.
And Millie doesn't know anything that Kit is up to because she's been blocked for a long time. So wouldn't have gotten that notification anyway. Can't see that through my cracked phone. And she pulls up the phone and she looks at it and it's just but and then just out of a question mechanically too, with our virtues and vices, right? Mm-hmm. What happens if we use one of our virtues? That's reusable, right? We can just kind of keep playing with that?
So
or
you
is that
can
a-
only use a virtue once. It is
Okay.
a moment that allows you to either re-roll failures or do a total re-roll.
Okay,
But the thing
don't-
is, it can't relight candles.
The brink you
cannot
can
relight
re-roll
candles,
if
or-
you succeed, I believe, is the only one.
Exactly.
Sorry. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
Lewis missed all of this talking to a worker about which pants he was wearing because he liked how they looked.
It's fair.
Oh, absolutely. It is until the screams and baby dinosaur squalling as she's being pulled away catches your attention. Florence, Amy puts a hand on your shoulder. Get her in the car. I'll deal with this. Millie, oh my gosh, she's on her knees with her pantsuit, dirtying it. Oh, I am so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. That was careless me. I thought I had the flash off. I'm used to doing that, but just like a day at the zoo. Anything can happen.
Exactly. We're just like your all-American zoo, she says to the camera with a big toothy grin. And this was covered in your waiver, so we won't be able to cover the damages. So sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's just one major crack completely across the screen, but the front-facing camera is still fine, so we're gonna be just fine here.
Of course, it'll work perfectly for the safari we have planned.
Exactly. Oh, I'm so excited.
Mr. Durango?
No, I was going to say that thing that Florence says to the camera, she says it to a different camera because Rick has his camera crew following Amy as she drags this tiny deer. Because this is the danger happening. This is the wild animal. This is what people tune in to Rick for. So we're following. I'm just spouting as many facts as I read on my way over here as you focus the camera on this just ornery baby T-Rex. Like Rick is not even with the group anymore.
If anybody is paying attention to Kit, she's just saying, oh my God, Millie is trying so hard to keep it together, you guys. Like, so hard. Like, she is so ready to, like, burst a bubble right now. And, like, the fact that she isn't, let me tell you, it is delicious to watch her try. Oh, she wants this come back to work. We'll see.
Kit, your chat is blowing up. People with usernames like Kit for Life, Kit is my wife, popping up. You know what they say? Animals know for sure, lol. You look so beautiful in the Chilean sunlight. Just flooding in.
So they look
have
like
the best
jeans,
fan.
but they're slacks.
Yeah, they're called, they're actually jeggings, believe it or not, as the employee does a little slit to show you. She earns a glare from Florence as she walks over to Amy. Hey, looks like we're not able to go through the hands-on stuff, so would you mind just taking one of the cars and taking him through the herbivore patch?
Yeah, I can do that. Can you handle putting Princess back, or you need me to go put her away too?
That's what Mr. Alvarez is for, yes? What was her last name? She points over at Marisol. It was Martinez, ma'am. Rodrigo. Yeah, go put it away. Your coworker offers a strained smile. This is just day in the life, right?
Look, it could have gone worse. She didn't take off anybody's face. She's gonna hand over the baby to Marisol.
The moment Florence turns away, Marisol scoops up Princess and puts her in the passenger seat where she immediately calms down, curling up like a cat.
I'll just put the camera crew down because, as I mentioned, Rick was following Amy, so caught all of that on camera. Put that down. Just
Shit.
and just go. I'll look over to Amy and go. We can probably cut that bit out if you don't want that on TV.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah. So what was that about not being able to do the hands-on bit? That's sort of my whole reason for being here.
Well, we can try again tomorrow, but you can see that she was a little nippy today. So
Yeah. I mean, hey, she's
Princess
still a wild
answers with
animal,
screech
yeah.
from the car.
Exactly, girl. Yeah, no, she's still a wild animal, and it's folks out there they ain't gonna get it. I understand though.
I appreciate your understanding. And she's gonna start waving everyone towards the car that pulled up. If everybody could make your way over here, we're gonna go see some of our herbivores. All right.
Shotgun.
Okay.
It's a tour
Millie
bus.
is
There is
Millie
no
follows
shotgun.
Millie follows along and gets down on there and has been examining the phone while also going through and editing the pictures that she got too, like enhancing them. And she's trying to see if the dinosaur maybe accidentally took a photo while it was trying to eat the phone.
You know what? As you're filing in, Millie, you sit down. I'm going to say next to Katie, and you're scrolling through your photos. You catch the moments, because, you're one of those people who takes 100 photos a second. You gotta get that perfect shot. You watch as Princess's eye turns towards your camera, and then your last photo is just her teeth as she gulps the phone. Your failure caught on camera.
Failure or a really cool shot. And then she's trying to craft the perfect caption as well, and is thinking and glances over to Kit. Is Kit still alive as this is happening?
No, because right now there isn't a ton going on, so no, it wouldn't be live at this moment.
Good. So Millie is sitting there, kind of looking there, just hey, and is still editing her photo, face tuning the dinosaur.
Oh, I don't think you need to put a filter on the dinosaur. I think it would actually do a lot better if you didn't blur the scales. I don't know why you're trying to clean up the dinosaur's skin. That's kind of a weird choice,
So really what I'm doing, darling, because I guess you don't really need to do that on TikTok, do you? And she...
No, because I'm not 30.
Yeah, so you're what, 12? Have you graduated yet, or... Oh, that's a no. Okay, great. Okay, and she goes...
This park has dinosaurs. I was not expecting a cat fight.
Kitty cat dinosaurs. And she just does that and places the phone down, tries to look around at everything, and just kind of keeps looking at Kit. Look, let's just get through this whole thing. There's no need to be so vitriolic. Chat's not here right now, are they?
No, that's true. But I mean, that's kind of why I was saying maybe you don't want to edit too much of the dinosaur, because legitimately it's kind of a cool.
Just getting the color so it pops here. This phone is a little older.
Well,
last year's model.
And now it's, and now it's got a big old crack through the front.
It does. I don't think. Well, you'd think with all the money put here, they would have something at least a small Apple store inside of the gift shop, right?
I know, kind of like in Vegas, right? Where you just go into the long malls. Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't. I mean, it's a really great marketing opportunity that they're kind of missing out on.
I mean, the worst thing they could do is partner with Android, but that's okay. This will be fine.
I mean, look, a Samsung store in here would be good too.
Spewing from the back. This riveting conversation is drowned out as the engine purrs to life, and as we head out to the herbivore plains. Where are you all sitting?
There was no shotgun. I guess I just sat in the front.
Yeah, back front of the bus behind the driver.
Yeah, by a window though, if I could.
Absolutely, gotta get those photos. Are you seriously using a disposable camera?
It's waterproof too.
Phones are waterproof too, right? Luis, you're a millionaire. You paid for half this park.
Yeah, but it's nice enough, I guess. I haven't really seen a lot. I almost got that finger. That would have been good. But I guess it's fine that she's okay.
Hey, yeah, totally. What about you, Rick?
If Amy is on the bus, Rick has sat himself in the camera nearby her, identifying her as wildlife person and putting himself in categories away from the other influencers of yes, we know what we're doing. So just immediately association sitting with her.
Amy, how's it feel having a camera in your face?
She probably is getting a little annoyed, but trying not to snap it any of the people at the park right now, because she knows her boss will not appreciate that. She's also like standing, I think, like up at the front behind the driver, facing all the passengers, like getting ready to start talking.
Those famous gates open before you. A few security measures go off. A few of your employees going, car coming through, get ready. The gate shuts behind you with a clank. You hear the electric fences go back on as you drive into a grassy plain, wide as the eye can see. And it's right. They're moving in herds. The adult triceratops, whose babies you fed earlier, are moseying down on a bunch of cut fruits and vegetables poured out so the visitors can get good views of them. A few gallimimus run and hop eagerly along the artificial lake. It's a scene of nature from 365 million years ago, but you're here standing in front of it. How's it feel?
Capturing everything. It's like, even though, like, you know, keeping the mindset going, Rick has this like part of him in the back of his head that's thrown back to like age 6, like playing with dinosaur toys and reading all the books and whatnot, as kids are wont to do, as he's watching them exist in front, and he's desperately trying to balance the persona with that right now.
Nostalgia and wonder all wrapped up in one. Rick, you're getting some really good shots of what are those guys with the plates across their back? The Thagomizer, I think it is.
Yeah, Thagomizers. There is a Stegosaurus.
The Stegosaurus looks at you blankly. Its walnut-sized brain has clearly come in its newest life, blinking slowly at you as it watches the camera close in for that shot.
Just zooming in on it. Like, Rick actually loses some of the narration at various points as he's like taking in the full scene.
All right, so I'll be your guide today. As I mentioned before, my name is Amy Lee. And over here on our left, as we mosey along, we'll come across the mighty Stegosaurus. This dino's got those iconic bony plates running down its back and a spiked tail that makes it look mighty impressive. But don't let that tough exterior fool you. Stegosaurus was a gentle giant, or is now, munching on a plant and strolling through its ancient world, or the one that we have created here. Imagine them as the original botanical garden on 4 legs.
The Stegosaurus in question to your thrilling narration plops down, ready for a nap in the sun. A few small creatures pop up, feathery, small little arms that end in a single claw as Park's Mononicus population has shown up at the promise of food, and the passengers have treats under their seats, but you haven't told them that yet.
Everyone, this is actually a really nice treat. Mononicus is very elusive, and so that is why we have some treats under your seats. But be very, very slow with your actions. These guys spook easily. These little guys can be a bit hard to find, but they are worth the search. With just one big claw on each hand, they're experts at digging up their food. Keep your eyes peeled. You might catch a glimpse of more than just one, as we are kind of, over there, that one's scurrying over here. So if you show off the tree, they know to come over to those.
3 have approached the car at this point, hopping up eagerly. They're only about the size of a house cat, if a house cat had a terribly long tail and terrible long single claws, as their name implies. They look up at you all eagerly, ready to grab treats, like dolphins.
Well, this is about as close as the hands-on as we're going to get, so camera crew is on, and Rick is probably leaning a bit too far out just to make sure that he can get in the camera shot as he feeds them.
How long did it take you to domesticate them?
Well, these ones here were raised and hatched on the property, so they're a little bit more used to this. They've been treated this way since they were born. The original ones that we created, those are a little different.
So no one's ever hunted them or anything?
No, we have not hunted our dinosaurs.
I mean, like other dinosaurs hunting these specific ones.
Oh, no, we don't let our carnivores hunt.
And you already
We
said
tried
no
it.
on people. Also.
Nope, no people. And then under her breath, she goes, yeah.
As he stares in the woods, he remembers another hunting trip barefoot at night, sharpening a stick while hunting the most dangerous prey.
I want a side story about this man's life. What the fuck?
Louise, what did you do?
He's like the most interesting man in the world, but also the most boring guy ever.
I paid
perfect.
$3.5 million.
you Craven
to never
the
have to
Hunter?
say
Like, what
what
is
I did
happening?
on that island.
That's a whole game in and of itself. Everybody plays Luis, and you
I
all do
won.
a random thing.
8 of us paddled there, 1 of us swam home.
GM, you were about to ask me something?
As this terrifying yet riveting conversation occurs, Rick,
Yeah.
make a conflict roll for me to maintain your balance.
All right.
You'll be rolling 2 against your 8.
I have 1 success and no ones.
So here's the thing. I rolled a 6, but I also rolled a 1. So
Okay.
that is no successes on my part.
All
So
right.
describe to us, Rick, as you start to feel yourself fall right into the little greedy mouths, these tiny mononicus with those teeth are so sharp.
Rick is used to dangerous situations like this. It comes with the name, after all. So feeling myself start to teeter, just tighten my legs around whatever it is I've got myself wrapped around, and I'm gonna lean into a bit more so that, again, like the full upper body is in there as I'm feeding it. It's getting like far too close, probably more closer than Amy or anybody else would want him to get. As he's like gesturing the camera in and talking about the Mononicus, and he's getting that shot that he wasn't able to get with the T-Rex earlier, as he puts his hand intentionally just a bit too close so he can snatch it back in time.
You are so lucky that Amy is focused on driving right now. That Mononicus, we cut to your cameraman's camera. It's some poor unpaid intern. He's terrified. It's shaking a little bit as we see Rick's hand dropping out these little candied meat trays. They actually smell like maple, now you think about it. Are those bugs in there? I'm not going to look at it too closely. I was just holding those. And we watch as the Mononicus, those, quite frankly, doll's eyes. Blank doll's eyes, not a thought in that brain. Looking at the camera, looking at the treats. We're leaping, and we see all 90 of those sharp little teeth and its long tongue reach out to lick across the camera. Rick, you grab onto one of your cameramen as he, oh, sir, Mr. Danger, I am so sorry. Oh my God.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yeah, I got you. You're fine. You're in here.
And just pat him on the back. I'm not concerned about whatever it is he's concerned about. I take the scarf off and just like toss it to him so he can wipe his face off because he's sweating like mad. I'm just happy I got the shot.
He huffs back into his seat, taking a breath from his inhaler. They were small. What if they swarmed you, like in those movies?
Well, that's what we got the bus for, yeah? Bus goes faster.
Yeah, but though you can't run over by the bus, sir. Please, we only have one Rick Durango.
Yes, and Danger is literally the first name.
Yeah. Amy, this commotion happens behind you. You're scanning the horizon. You're about to go over the artificial river. We're going to approach the Gallimimus, and then you'll head over to where the resort is, where dinner will start. But you notice, slightly in the distance, a gathering of clouds. An anvil head, they're called, south. Clearly signs of a thunderstorm. And just as you clock this, rain, tink, 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 starts to hit the metal roof. Not too bad yet. You're not going to get soaked out here. It's only a sprinkle. Think it'll remain that way?
Amy starts looking at the rain and thinking to herself, how do I know how long the influencers and everybody's here for? Like, are they gonna get tomorrow fully? Like, if I was to cut it short and just head straight in instead of going over to the Gallimimus, is it gonna be like a huge issue basically?
You could always radio Florence, but you really want to interrupt her right now?
No, she's mad at me.
You know what they say. Guests are family, and we treat everyone like family. You can almost hear Florence's voice in your head. Just show them the fucking dinosaurs.
Great. So Amy's going to start to like unravel some like poncho stuff that covers the cart, so that at least like there's like some clear plastic on the sides of it. She goes, "Sorry, we gotta cut this with the Mononicus a little short, but you guys can still see through the plastic. It's just some of the animals get a little rowdy when it rains. I don't want there to be any incidents, but we're still gonna head over to the Gallimimus, so don't you worry." And they're gonna start heading over to where the Gallimimus are. Everybody look out, these speedy critters are like ostrich mimics. They can really move, so make sure you are keeping an eye out, and they travel in herds. You can see like their coordinated movements. Yeah, and there's some over there.
It's a herd of about 15. Your Gallimimus breeding population has grown exponentially. But for our influencers, I'm curious, which one of you has the window seat?
Considering I just leaned out of a car, I know that I'm on at least one of them.
I'm on a window, but I don't know if I'm an influencer.
You're an influencer in your own way. You have been
You're
speaking with your
monetarily
pockets.
influential.
I'm just up ahead of Danger Dick.
Well, Danger Dick is keeping his hands in the car and out of his pants. So, Luis, it's a beautiful scene. The sun is starting to set, coloring the horizon crimson. Clouds have framed it. It's like one of the Monets you stole back in your youth. But the Gallimimus are beginning to run, hopping, leaping over the artificial river, over logs. What do you think? Beautiful, right?
Stunning.
I mean, it's picture worthy. Your son
yeah.
did ask for photos. He didn't want to come because it was his graduation.
Yeah, but there was other reasons.
So as you're getting that picture, Luis, would you mind making a roll for me?
Yeah, I'm a little distracted with. In my day, the dinosaurs could handle rain, and I'm just afraid that they built some really sensitive dinosaurs
Woke
with my
dinosaurs.
And in my day,
money. Who woke up these
Were you
dinosaurs?
around the first time they were here, or what? I don't understand.
Like, did you?
he went to
get
the
one of
franchise we
pets
can't
from the
name.
Pet shop?
That's 6 successes.
My gosh!
You get that shot. It's perfect.
Oh, it's
Lawrence might
perfect.
ask you for it later. As a Gallimimus leaps from a log, framed by the sunset, silhouetted. As you reach your camera, however, thunder cracks and the rain comes down tenfold. Amy, your radio buzzes to life.
Lee? Lee, out there?
Oh, cool fact. Lee pressed the button. Yeah, we're gonna head in now. This is too much.
Yeah, head bitch in charge says bring everyone in for dinner and drinks. Reach out to the bar by the way you come, please.
Great. I really need one. All right. She is gonna put the radio down and go, all right, we're all gonna head in for dinner. You can't really get many pictures out in this anyway, so I hope you all had fun today so far. We're gonna do a lot more tomorrow.
I got a
and
perfect
she's-
picture.
Wild.
Can you develop photos somewhere where we will be later? Is there like, like an Apple store or like a CVS or something where we can get that developed?
Even like a Walgreens would be fine.
Yeah, Walgreens would, we'll settle for a
I'm
Walgreens.
sure they'll have fruit and stuff at where we're going.
Abby, do I know any of these answers?
The island is... It's an island. There's no fucking Walgreens on this island.
Sure. Yeah, that's okay. No, we don't have any of that.
Well, where
But
did
you
we
have
provide
beds.
those?
What about like a Target? Do you at least have a Target?
You have
There are no stores except a real tiny gift shop.
Does the gift shop have iPhones in it? Just curious.
No.
Okay.
You think
Like, where'd you
Apple's
get
gonna
these
sponsor
cars?
us before we're tested? You're
We
crazy.
sponsor you. I mean, we're trying to do that as well, but it's just like we thought that This is very telling. And she starts typing into the notes app on her phone.
Oh my god. Ready for the expose video that will surely come after this.
Amy,
That crack.
It's
Amy
gonna be
has
4
a
hours
plastered smile, like just trying to hold it together, trying to hold rage back so much. As this is happening, she's like, okay, let's get dinner.
Amy, the rain is coming in pretty hard. Even as you're maneuvering through this perfectly manufactured meadow, mud is starting to get on your wheels, but you make it to the end. Your employees, your fellows, they're wearing ponchos and rushing to get back inside as the rain continues down in a torrential downpour. But Prehistoric Resort is just a few steps away. You all frantically scramble like a bunch of chickens under your tarches, under your ponchos, and find a well-lit bar, a fire going behind. If you've ever been to one of those restaurants like Hibachi, there's a chef doing tricks with food already where Florence is sitting, in her evening finest, welcoming all with a glass of sparkly. Thanks everyone for coming. We hope you enjoyed the tour. Please, have a seat. Menus are at the table.
Florence, they were looking for a Walgreens. I don't know if you did anything about that.
There is a gift shop.
All right. I'll ask someone else. It's fine.
Thank you, Mr. Alvarez. Thank you for checking in on us. That's so sweet of you. You're so sweet.
So you talking to your phone a lot?
No, I was talking to you this time.
Oh, I just mean in general.
Oh, yeah, that's my job.
That's super cool.
It's her job, too.
Oh, wow. Better.
Yeah. And you do...
I see the difference between me and Millie is that I actually talk to other people on my phone, and
That's
Millie
important.
just talks to herself. So
That
I
connection.
know. I talk to the people leave comments after the fact on my videos. Yours are live and are mostly thoughts, but, there's that.
Feedback's super important, too. Both seem legitimate ways to talk to your phone. I sell life insurance, so I figured a dinosaur park was kind of, a smart investment.
Chef is flipping onions, does that flaming onion tower. Of course, you're taking photos. It's special. And Florence offers a cheer to the opening of Prehistoric Park and the restoration of the world as it should be. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is great. What is this?
It's champagne.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Can you get more at the gift shop?
We are considering doing a vineyard, actually. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Before you post any of those photos, Miss Francesca, we'll need to go through them. Same with the rest of you. And Kit, we do have our moderators in your chat. Just making sure. We'll let you know designated times to go live.
Bless their hearts.
You want me to mail you these after I develop them?
Absolutely not. The camera can stay on the island.
that's kind of sus, but okay.
Yeah, that's our... You did want us to advertise this for you. That is our entire purpose of being here, right? Is to express being here?
None of y'all ever had to deal with an editing crew?
Exactly.
No, we do our own.
Mr. Durango gets it. I understand that someone who's, what's the term, amateur might not get that, but we have so many PR firms go by, other investors. It's an honor to have you here, but we need to make sure you're portraying the image that we're hoping for.
It's all corporate stuff.
At this
Millie
point, I'm just gonna
actually
look at
looked
Millie,
to
and I'm
Kit.
just gonna like.
Yeah, Millie and Kit just kind of sit there like, okay.
Wow.
Oh,
At
my
this
flip
point,
phone. You won't believe what
Kit
just
and Millie are
happened.
the same person. Like
Yeah,
we
I
are
think-
both like we have reached a new level of understanding with each
Our
other.
Marvel superhero power kicked in, and it's telepathy, and I think both of us just said the word collab? Collab.
Yeah,
Great.
100%, absolutely.
When Florence said that, you guys heard an audible laugh from Amy in the back with the rest of the crew.
The employees aren't allowed to sit at the nice table, of course. Not with the chef doing all these tricks, throwing fake eggs at the crowd. You guys
Are we allowed to take pictures of the chef, or?
Oh, of course. It's not classified. And Florence gives you a grateful smile as you look at your phone, look at her questioningly. She nods. Does she ever stop smiling?
I'm
They said they
surprised
would
with that
be-
much Botox that she'd be able to smile. It's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah. She must be getting that good Botox then. You don't see a wrinkle. And her
They have that
eyebrows
good
is so
Botox,
thin.
but they don't have a CVS. Wow.
Priorities.
Amy, you and the rest of the employees get the general admissions bar. Our influencers are sitting in the VIP lounge, but hey, free alcohol's free alcohol. The bartender, he looks at you all. You ready for these guys to leave or what? 'Cause, oh my fucking god, I've gotten so many questions about, do you have this here an Apple Store? Where can I upload my videos? Do you have the cloud here? I'm gonna fucking kill myself if I have to hear one more thing of this.
Yeah,
There's
it's,
Wi-Fi? You guys have a Wi-Fi password that I can use, or?
Yeah,
No?
yes, ma'am. The password is prehistoric. It's on the wall in front of you.
it's literally
Thank you.
plastered everywhere.
Thank you so much.
No problem, stupid fucking bitch. Anyways,
My
Wait.
face is gonna break from smiling. I hate it.
yeah, I do too. Lee, I know you know, your whole life dedicated for this college, all that. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay here after this place opens if this is the cream of the crop.
I mean, once they get more funding, they should be able to get more front-facing people, right? And then we could just do our work in the back.
Yeah,
I
hopefully.
hope. Because I can't handle this either.
Hey, you better hope Florence decides you're not good for tours. I heard that somebody lost their finger at the photo shoot today, but I'm presuming that's not true because you still have a job.
No, the princess got a little bited, but I was able to wrangle her back just in time. Honestly, maybe I should have let it bite her, but you know.
Shakes up your
job.
margarita as he's talking. Hey, you religious, Amy? I never asked about that. I know, touchy subject. Just curious.
She looks around and goes, no, I think if I was, I'd probably have an issue with this park and playing God and all that, but no, never really have been.
You know, I'm agnostic. You know, I feel like if God did have something to say, he would have smited it. You know, 7 plagues thing. I don't know. Maybe money's become the god. I don't know. It's just look at they're over here. I found a roach under this desk earlier. We're over here. That's some kind of natural order, right?
I mean, bugs have survived a long time. But if money is God, I hope he does rain on me some more. And then she's gonna reach out and try and see if that margarita is ready and just down it.
It is the Velociraptor. It is the Velociraptor margarita, green with a suspicious red fluid that thankfully turns out just to be margin.
Great.
Your phone buzzes, and you check. It's from Marisol. It's a selfie with her and a sleeping princess wrapped up in a baby blanket. She texts, "Can't wait to get off work, lol. Do you think we're allowed to return her to mom's paddock yet? Question mark."
I'll go ahead. I'll message back. I'll ask Florence when she's away from the talent.
Phone bubble pops up. Okay, lol. I'm just so tired of this already. But hey, the dream, right? Laughing emoji.
Yeah, the dream. And there's like the emoji that has like the big thing, the water drop. Just like, and so I'm gonna wait until Florence is a little bit, if she like takes a step away from everybody else to approach her.
The chef is bringing out the filet mignon as everything is brought before everyone, beautifully presented. There are sparklers on top. They're cut into dinosaur shapes.
Wild.
This is really gourmet. And Florence points out these were actually grown because all the dinosaurs here are fed with lab-grown meat. That way we don't have to import more live animals because we are animal safe. Her smile falters for a second. You catch that twitch in her eye. This better be important. Hello, Lee. How can I help you today?
Hey, I just wanted to check in and see if we can return Princess to her mother's paddock just for the night, so she is maybe a little bit calmer tomorrow when we try and do that interaction again.
She looks at her phone. Remind me where the T-Rex paddock is on the park.
I'm gonna like show her like on a map, I guess, like where it is. Just over here.
Yeah, that's a 20-minute drive, right?
Huh?
Yeah, they...
Oh! Okay, I do see it. Yeah. So I guess it's up in the northern peninsula area?
Yeah,
Or-
which is
okay.
not the southern sector, which is where we'll be taking guests tomorrow.
So that's a no then.
You know, Lee, and she pulls you in. I always appreciate your candor and your intelligence, because I didn't even have to tell you no. You knew. Thank you for that.
Great.
Oh, they're bringing out cake. I'll make sure the others get leftovers. Remember, this doesn't come out of your pay, but this is also not paid time. Thank you. Oh my gosh, everyone, look, it's cake. And it's
Great.
a big T-Rex shaped cake full of Rice Krispies and other things as it's
Ironic.
rolled into the room by 5 chefs.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to inform some of the people who are gonna be dealing with the mama that she's probably gonna be a little antsy.
Oh, the cake.
As the crowd cheers, the cake is pulled in and slices are taken from this tyrannic cake. Amy, you're thinking about the mother. T-Rexes, from their resurrection about 20 years ago when the technology was perfected enough, are very good mothers, staying by their young side until they can hunt by themselves. Princess is only 4 months old, still learning how to chew her own meat. Her mother usually regurgitates it for her. This is the longest she's been away from her mother.
I'm gonna text Marisol and be like, I hate to do this, but they said no. Maybe we should get one of those life-size stuffed animals we had prepped with her scent on it and get that into the mama's cage just to see if that calms her down for a little bit. Don't really have anything I can do to help Princess. Maybe just give her some extra treats.
You get a text with a thumbs up emoji. And a few minutes later, as you're sitting back at the bar, sipping at your margarita, watching as these rich people get to enjoy everything without the threat of their livelihoods being hung over their heads, you get a video. Princess is curled up on the floor, holding a heartbeat teddy bear, sleeping. But you can tell she misses her mother. It's not right. She should be out in the grass, not on the cold linoleum floor. But as night falls, the party dies down, the champagne is drunk. Everyone is escorted to their luxury resort rooms, with a waterside view, of course. You could even see some brontosaurus snacks as you look out. But, as our guests settle in for the night, we turn to another place. It is around midnight. Everyone is either settling in or has settled in. And the rain has only gotten worse. It's looking like a tropical storm. So the park is on lockdown. Employees are making sure all the faculties are working, generators are going. Everything is silhouetted in an eerie, shadow-like dance. What was once a friendly park full of touchscreens and bright intellectual signs has turned into a world of nightmares. All save for the break room on the edge of the park, where we see one Francisco watching the game on his dinky little television in a room that looks like it's straight out of Walmart. You're waiting out the storm, making sure all systems are good, when a radio on the table buzzes once, twice, and then a voice comes in.
Francisco, you awake? Oh my god, man, stop yelling. I can't hear you. Talk slowly. Are you drunk?
I'm not drunk. I am just happy to be here.
I can't understand you, man. You gotta stop yelling.
What?
Just a lower tone of voice. I couldn't understand you. The radios are shit here. They didn't invest in them.
Oh, okay.
When you go and checked on Sector 12, the Raptors enclosure, it's not showing that the touchscreens are working. And that's where our tour is going to be tomorrow.
Pass the ball! Oh my God, siempre lo mismo. They never put the stupid guy in the other position. Ay, Dios mío, esto. I'm gonna lose some pay. God damn it.
Friends? What, buddy? Friend. I just need you to go check. It's a 5-minute thing. I'm pretty sure it's online. I'm just sure a wire got disconnected. I promise you can go back to the game. Please.
Fine, I go. I'm not happy about it, let me tell you.
I know it. Okay, I'll sweeten it up. There's some leftover champagne from the dinner they had. I'll bring us some to the break room if you're there in plenty. Deal? Capiche?
Oh my God, the champagne. Yes, I'm going to party here all night. But you don't pay me enough for this shit. It's cold outside.
I don't pay you. That's the head bitch.
Ay, Dios mío, this stupid whatever. Ay. He's gonna
Radio
go
cuts off.
outside and check the things.
It's only a 5-minute walk, but that's a long walk in hurricane-level rains. You're huddled up under your poncho. It's plastic, much lower quality than what was given to the guests, of course. And you see the glowing fence and the name, Velociraptor. Terrible Claw.
Hey! Oh yeah, somebody on the other line pick up.
Your radio does not pick up. Your coworkers are pretty done with your shit.
Hello?
Oh my fucking God, man. I was trying to sleep. What's going on?
Oh yeah, why is the electricity off?
Well, what do you mean? Is the touchscreen not working? Check. All right, do you see the box on the left of the touchscreen with the information?
Ay, Dios santo, I can't see shit. I knew I should have bought the things from that Walmart. Ay.
Okay.
I see better without my glasses, the stupid glasses.
Your kids tell you to wear those glasses.
Ay, Dios santo, okay, this... Don't ttrpg 8, should I have there? 2, 4, 7, 8. This is not working!
It takes a second, but it opens. All the wires are connected. They're working.
Okay. I'm going to... Ay, Dios santo, get inside.
You get inside that power box and begin tinkering away.
The red
All
wire
the
go with the white wire. Oh, Dios santo, that's not the right wire. Yes.
All the sounds, the ambience of the park are near you. The rain thrumming down around you, the leaves shuddering. Seems like the Velociraptors have the right idea. They went inside for the night.
Oh, that's good.
Wait. Where's the fence? There's an electric... You don't hear the electric hum of the fence. That's not good. You need to check that power box as well. But as you get up to look, you're met with a pair of glowing eyes at the top of the electric fence. 2 terrible claws hooked. It tilts its head looking at you.
It's okay. You don't move, they don't eat you. That's what they say. I'm not
They're
moving.
visual hunters.
I am not moving.
You're not moving.
Oh no, I'm going to... Susanna!
You call into your radio, waiting for your friend to pick up.
Pick the fucking phone up, Susanna!
First thing you feel is the stabbing pain in the side of your spine. Next is the bite of teeth in your shoulder. This Velociraptor is only serving as a distraction. For now, the other 3 have circled around you and have leapt on you. They're only the size of a house cat, but they are using their collective strength, the other two pulling at your ankles to get you onto the ground. All the while, their leader atop the fence watches, waits until you are brought with a thump to the earth, rain soaking your clothes thoroughly now. And you watch as that single terrible claw goes straight through your eye. With a scream, the camera cuts to the touchscreen, beginning to glitch, go out as it goes over Velociraptor facts, covered with a splatter of blood. And the park goes dark. And there is where we'll be taking our break. We return to the scene of Francisco. The gate swings, creaking, as you leave the buttons untouched, as the rain begins to short circuit the electricity inside as the raptors begin to tuck into their meal, blood mixing with the rain, slowly flooding the pathways. It starts off as a chain reaction. First, the lights around the raptor walk go dark. Then it's the Stegosaurus paddock. They watch as their electrically locked door creaks open. And other enclosures. Then further, until it reaches the resort. So tell me, guests, where are you when the lights go out?
I don't actually notice because I already have my lights off, and I'm doing push-ups over one candle that burns my chest a little every time I get close to it.
Do you listen to any music, Lois?
No, but I have a mirror in front of me where I practice faces as I do it in the candlelight.
Okay, I'm not going to check his search history. Luis, you are in Chile. It is hot, it is humid, and it's raining outside. With your, let's say, animal-like senses, you hear the click of the AC go off. We turn to Millie. What are you doing, Millie?
So earlier in the day, Millie got called out for being over the age of 30. So Millie has taken the time to put together her most elaborate skincare routine. And she has the eye patches on. She has put on the retinol. She has timed things. She has put on everything that you possibly could. She has put her hair back in a cute little headband to keep her hair away as we are going through, because she needs a moment to collect herself. This was what got her in trouble the first time. She let herself go, she let her attitude get through, and her counselor says that if she just sticks with the meditation program and sticks with the yoga and does everything that she can to be her best self, then nothing that happened in the past will matter. And so she is here in the middle of holding a downward dog for as long as she possibly can to show her commitment to getting through this.
Millie, as you look at your beauty mirror, the light bulbs lighting your face, your perfect youthful face, you've nary a wrinkle, but you don't want to see crow's feet, right? You can't show crow's feet online. Suddenly, you're drenched in darkness as those lights pop out with a sizzle. It's time to get the manager, Millie. How dare they cut the power to your room?
Millie goes over to the phone and picks it up, trying to dial to the front desk.
You're met with a dead line.
She hangs it up. She picks up her phone, looks through the crack on it caused by a baby dinosaur, and tries to see if she can dial the number to the building.
You type in the number to the building, and you're met with the automated voice. I'm sorry, we currently are experiencing difficulties with our service. Please check with your provider to make sure that you are connected. Thank you for using Dino Tech. And gosh.
She hangs that up, and then she takes her robe, throws it over top of her yoga fit, and she starts not paying attention to the fact that her headband is on. She takes her phone using the flashlight on it and starts to make her way into the hallway.
Hashtag woke up like this.
Yes.
Danger. What are you doing? How does Danger Rick finish up his day full of risk?
Rick Durango requested a room with a balcony because otherwise he was going to wind up going outside for his nightly guided meditation. He is sitting on the balcony with the rain coming in. It's probably a covered balcony, but still, he likes the outdoors. He likes to stay connected with everything. Just eyes closed. Just breathe in, breathe out. He's not doing what you're supposed to do with meditation properly. He actually spending the time just processing like what he's going to be doing the next day on set. Like on set, it's on the field, but he's already processed like what are you going to do with this animal? How we got to make sure that we get something dangerous going on again because we couldn't do the T-Rexes. We managed to make it work with the monos, but not quite. And he's the opposite of meditation.
In the middle, you hear your live stream that you have, your guided meditation. Breathe in. Let go of that breath. Now, your radio begins to glitch out and then shuts off. The lights on your balcony flicker and then shut off.
Ah, shit. I just look inside, go back inside, past the unconscious camera crew and just flip the switches over and over again.
You're not going off. And as you play with the switches, last but not least, or second to last, we have Katie. What are you doing when the power goes off?
I'm actually live right now. I'm doing a Get Ready With Me, but it's Get Ready With Me bedtime. And I'm, just like going through like my normal routine, like getting ready to I'm brushing out my hair, like getting ready to put it in braids or whatever it is that chat would like me to do. The highest donor gets to pick the hairstyle that I wear to bed, right? Like the best gift. So, we're just kind of talking about the day. People are like leaving little comments about Millie, about Danger Rick, about Princess. There's just a lot of fun stuff going on right now, and of course I'm sitting on my bed while I do this, just kind of like in the middle with all the
natural.
Hashtag natural.
You watch as your top donator rockets up to the top of your life. $500 from your sponsor, Rectibars. Do your hair in pigtails, they say, with a smiley face. Just a brand trying to appeal to humans. Just as you process that,
perfect.
as you begin to braid your hair into pigtails, suddenly, your phone goes dark. Your room follows suit, and you're bathed in shadow.
Of course, it has to be the fucking weather. So I reach over to my phone, and I'm gonna go and turn off the Wi-Fi because obviously that's why things, went wrong. And I'm just gonna use my normal connection, and I try and reconnect to my live.
Your hotspot is not working. And as you frustratedly tap at your phone, come on, connect. It's accented with a crack of thunder, and the room is silhouetted in lightning. And as you look out at the balcony, you swear you can see those brontosaurus heads are a little closer than they were before. Their long arching necks. About like a mile? Are they supposed to be that close?
I mean, if they weren't, they wouldn't be, right? There's no way this park is run by such incompetent humans.
Prehistoric park has millions of dollars.
Yeah. There's no way. Everything that's happening here is definitely supposed to happen. You can't control the weather, but, you can control the dinosaurs, so it's fine.
You can control the dinosaurs. Speaking of that, Amy, you're not held up in the nice resort lounge. You're in your break rooms. Plastic-coated bunks, sitting with Marisol, or where Marisol was, because Jacob, your other coworker, is sitting and bitching about how the barman wouldn't let me go anymore. He cut me off at 2. I know champagne's expensive, but come on. We do so much work here. I scooped at least a ton of shit today.
Do you know how miserable you're gonna be if you have a hangover tomorrow when we have to be smiling at these people?
Yeah, but it's champagne.
It's fair. It always gives me a headache. I don't know.
Yeah, like you drink champagne. Well, look at me. I'm eating I drink champagne with the elites. And in the middle of his mockery, the light shut off. He screams, high-pitched, terrified.
Oh, calm down. She is gonna get up and like go over to wherever they have flashlights and things.
They're hung up on the side. You're at the ranger station, right outside the resort. You notice a few flickering lights up on the upper floor.
Alright, I'm gonna go check on the power. You try not pee your pants. And she's gonna throw a flashlight over to him and then take one for herself.
He flips you off and holds one nervously.
And she's going to go onto the outside and go up to the second floor to see what's flickering.
As you open the door, the first person you see is Luis. Luis, how do we find you in the shadows?
I have a shirt on now.
Thank God.
I went to go get my belt buckle knife and then realized they made me check it, which makes me mad because the last time I was in this country, I paid a doctor $10,000 and he let me pull the plug on like 3 different people. So it's crazy that I can't have a knife. But I do have my candle. You would see me kind of crouching along with my little, almost like Scrooge status, but also breathing the night air in. It's just a beautiful place.
So I open the door and see you just with this candle ambling towards me.
My air conditioner went out.
Immediately like jumps like, what? What are you doing over here?
My air conditioner went out and I came out and it's all dark, so it looks like everyone's air conditioners went out and it's a little sticky. It's kind of moist, so I was just coming to see if anyone could dry it out.
Wait, the power's out? And I'm gonna look around. Do I not see any of like the lights on containment areas that I should see and things like that?
The rooms around you are totally dark. You don't know if the emergency generator's on. Is it? Did he get struck by lightning? You should check on the other guests, right? Oh my God, like just imagine the legal case if one of these people dies.
This is supposed to happen, right? Like to save power?
I need you to go back to your room right now. And she's gonna pull out her radio to try and get Florence on.
I'll keep walking straight away from my room.
I'm trying to get Florence, are you getting this? And she's gonna like try and
stand you.
I can't hear a damn word. Say that again.
You tried, but all you got is static.
Fuck. All right, you and I'm like gonna hook arms with Louise and be like, never mind, new plan, you're sticking with me. And then she's gonna go back to where the rest of the employees are and open the door and be like, all the power's out, y'all stay here, do not walk outside. I'm gonna go try and get the rest of the guests and bring them back over here.
Those internet girls might have great phones because they talk to them, and sometimes people comment and sometimes people don't, but they might have really good phones. Danger Dave also had like a whole crew with him, so they might have satellite phones.
Satellite, maybe. The other one, probably not. We're in the middle of the ocean on an island that has no service. What was your name again?
Luis Alvarez of
Mr. Alvarez. I'm gonna level with you because I'm not really good about being around the bush. You see how there's no lights?
I see that
here on the fences. That means all the dinosaurs don't need to stay in their containment areas. I'm gonna let you have that sink in for a little bit, and then hopefully do not walk away from me right now.
So every night you keep us in our room and you let them out for a little bit.
This isn't planned, sir.
Oh, that's fine. That's terrible.
Okay, great. And she's gonna start heading towards where everybody else is staying.
Do we have weapons? He's just following you now. Like, do we have weapons? Like, do you have a bat?
Amy, there is a security room
Okay.
where their weapons have been confiscated. But you don't have the security code to that. Marisol does. And last you heard, Marisol was working at the nursery.
Okay. That is next on my priority list, but first we're gonna find everyone.
How'd you get this job?
I had a select amount of knowledge that is required to work here, and I applied, as you would, and got the job.
What a go-getter.
You walk up the stairs, the elevator's not working, and you see the rest of your wayward ducklings have all gathered out in the hall. Very much not in their rooms.
Great. Okay, everyone, do not panic. I understand that the power is out.
Don't panic. Should we be panicking?
She just said not to panic.
No, but like that's the thing is like and every single time, anytime anyone says don't panic, it usually means that there's probably a good reason.
But do you think you should be interrupting me after I said don't panic in that situation? No? Okay, great. So if you could all follow me, I'm going to lead you to a safe room. It is where the employees stay, and the reason why that is going to be a safer location is smaller, farther away from some of the more carnivorous creatures on this property, and we're going to stay there for a little bit while we get the power back on. All right?
Guns.
Sorry, but like if the dinosaurs are in their pens, like why? I don't understand why.
You see how the hotel doesn't have power?
Yeah.
It means the containment fields also don't have power.
Y'all put it on the same system? Like,
I didn't design it. Not an engineer. All right, follow me. Walk and talk. Thank you very much.
I asked.
You lead this ungangly troop down the stairs. And
Rick's eyes light up at all of this.
You're gonna have to keep an eye on Rick. But you lead them down the stairs, chattering amongst themselves. It's almost like a sleepover. Until a scream echoes down from the hall. That's Marisol.
Everyone stay here. Rick, don't walk off. And she is gonna take off towards where Marisol is.
Rick meets somewhere in the middle and does not walk off, but also does not stay here and just follows her.
Yeah, I follow too.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you're peeking out from the stairwell.
Good.
Millie has tucked herself like behind Luis. It's just like peeking completely around him.
Oh, my first backer.
God. All right. I'm so mad.
You head down the stairs, frantically keeping up your pace. Did you think to take any weapons with you when you left?
No, if I heard Marisol scream, I would have probably booked it, but
You've got your flashlight. That's blunt, right?
Yeah, I got the flashlight.
Are there any other objects around us?
You know what? Make a conflict roll for me if you're going to look for an object, Millie. This will go for the whole group, so whatever Millie rolls, it will apply.
Okay. Sure, this is great.
8 dice against your 2, my 2. It'll be fine.
Well, good. You got this one here. Oh God, you didn't get a single 6, did you?
I have a 6.
Okay.
I have 2 6s. I can't count. Okay, but I did have one.
So that's 1 success.
Still 1 success. Okay.
I have bad news for you.
You rolled 2 6s, didn't you?
2 6s.
No!
Abby! What is happening with you rolling tonight?
I mean,
oh my
I was like our sponsor for these brilliant dice that keep critting.
I will say,
I also have said same brilliant dice.
Millie does have, things like virtue and vice and whatnot.
If able, Abby, my brink is someone's seen me be selfish. So in this situation, could I trigger that to find an item that I don't tell them about?
Oh, absolutely.
And I can just re-roll. Okay.
Absolutely.
But if I fail, I lose my brink, is how this works.
You roll. So, girls, you're looking around. You can't find anything. It's dark. Your phone lights aren't doing much. Mm-hmm. Luis, how many successes did you get?
3 6s and no 1s.
I rolled 2 1s. Snake eyes. So what do you find, Luis?
a wine bottle opener.
Are you going to share that with the class?
No, I'm going to tuck it between my knuckles with the corkscrew out.
Jesus Christ. He did that with too much experience. Louis, the slight glow of your newly obtained weapon flickers in the remaining light as Amy, you storm down the stairs.
Yep.
You see Marisol, her ankle is twisted at an unnatural angle.
Gross.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh shit.
I ran all the way from the nursery. I slipped. I'm okay. Oh my god, they're out. Oh my god.
And they smell you. You're so bloody.
Not helpful. Okay, but you didn't see anybody at... Okay,
No,
you just saw the power go out and you ran?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was feeding the triceratops and the lights went out, so I was following emergency procedures. And I went to go check on the emergency generator, right? Mm-hmm. And I couldn't find it. And then I remembered it was at the top of the aviary. So I went to go to the emergency weapons and then I slipped and
Okay. Calm down. Everybody else is back at the bunks. That's where you need to go. And I'm gonna scoop her up and try and help her walk. We need to get everybody over there. But I think we'll be okay if we stay in the bunks. We do need to get Princess back to her mother, though, because we don't want a mama Tyrannosaurus roaming around looking for her baby.
Princess should be the nursery. Here, take this. She hands you some keys. I don't know. I don't know if power's gonna come back on, but we're trapped out here for a week. And they don't know if we need help. I think we need to get to the generator.
Okay.
Is there an infirmary where we can get some bandages or anything for your fucked up leg?
I think it should be in the security room. It's behind the reception desk.
Now, Amy, it sounds like you've got two things here. First of all, you got a messed up ankle there, so she needs to get to the infirmary. But you're also going to need to get your dinosaur back to her mama. So I'm thinking, if these three want to take your friend to the security room, I can accompany you to get that T-Rex out back to where she belongs, so you don't have an angry mama running around.
I one time did a partnered brand deal with the American Red Cross, and so I know some first aid things.
Great. You're basically a doctor. You're on Team Leg. Okay, Rick, you're with me.
All right. And I am going to. I'll probably prematurely trigger this. I'm going to leave my camera crew with the people going to the thing, and I'm going to take the GoPro for the heads up display stuff. So I just go out with this. I already saw my camera guy's going to pee his pants on the Mononite because I'm not going to run him out in the rain with me.
So considerate. But you have the keys to the security room where all your weapons or any other valuables that might be considered too risky to bring into the park have been kept. Loot as you like. Take whatever items you think might be necessary, be it a knife. Amy, you've got access to a tranquilizer gun.
Yep.
Florence has not permitted lethal weapons to be used because these dinosaurs are $1 billion each. You're not killing our merchandise. But armed now, are you going to head out into that dark night?
Yep, I'm gonna get whatever the equivalent in this situation is to an elephant tranquilizer gun, strap that on my back, and also grab a knife and hook that on me and a flashlight.
Yeah, if they confiscate our weapons, I'm gonna grab my just big fuck off knife that they probably locked in there as well.
Absolutely.
It's signature to the look. It's not engraved, but it is very nicely whittled in the handle.
Nice.
And you just want us to stay here?
I want you to help Marisol mend her leg and then get to the bunks as fast as you can. After we return the baby to the mama, I will come and meet you all over there, and then we'll figure out the generator situation.
Yeah.
All right. And when you die, what are we supposed to be doing after?
Y'all just got to keep yourself safe inside indoors, and we let the professionals handle all the wildlife. All right?
So, are the bunks super protected because you work here?
It's not that they're more protected, it's more that they are less flashy.
But the dinosaurs don't know where it is, right?
They can't open doors.
I imagine they didn't have a tour of the facility already, so
You did
you're
show the
probably gonna be
raptor
good.
tricks where they pushed levers. Do they know how to open
Oh my
doors?
gosh, wait, I can talk to the raptors. This will be fine. We're gonna be
What
okay,
do
guys.
you mean? You can don't say anything. If you think
No,
there's
I
a
did
dinosaur
this
around
and
you,
they sat
stay still
down.
and say quiet.
Stay quiet.
Stay quiet, stay still, don't move, don't run. Don't
I'm
look
gonna
at
go
it.
find some bandages.
Good plan.
They're
And
all
Amy,
fucking dead.
don't worry, Amy. The three of us will be just fine. We won't get into anything.
Okay. I feel so confident in your abilities. And she's gonna go up with Rick.
Yep.
Armed with your ponchos and 3 shots in that elephant rifle, head out into the darkness of the park. Aside from the rain and shadow and the glare of your flashlight, you don't see anything. Not just yet. It is quiet. Eerily quiet. Not even the bugs are humming, the cicadas with their unearthly tune. That's how prey animals act when there's a predator around.
I turn off my flashlight.
You're able to navigate by moonlight as it peeks through the storm clouds. It isn't until you reach the main plaza, just north of the nursery is straight ahead, that you hear bleeding sounds, deep bleeding sounds. Ready to turn that corner, Ranger?
She's going to go still and put her hand out for Rick to like stop him and speak very low, though I'm not going to whisper because then you guys wouldn't hear me.
How are you approaching?
She's like crouched down and goes to Rick. We want to see if we can spot any of them first. They hunt in packs.
What kind are we looking for?
I think those are the raptors.
GoPro on and I'm not jumping out. I am following suit, but the camera's still on.
See, I wasn't going to make you do a conflict roll because you were being logical. Because Rick has that bright, shiny camera, I'm going to need you to make a conflict roll.
Are we at 8 or 7 dice?
7 dice. A candle has
All right.
gone out.
Alrighty.
You got this. Roll good.
Oh yeah, I totally
Got 3
got
dice.
this.
What's the worst that could happen?
I totally got this. I have no successes and no ones, but I want to spend my vice of reckless to re-roll all of that.
Absolutely. Reroll.
Yeah, turning the GoPro on is definitely reckless.
Oh yeah. All right. That is 2 6s and 1 1.
Right, so that's 1 success. I also rolled 1 success. But in my
All right.
case, tie goes to the defender. And that is you, Rick.
All right.
How do you use the glow of your GoPro to figure out what's around the corner?
Amy said to move slowly and quietly. And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it with the camera first because I figure if they make a sound, we'll know where they are and I'll be able to see it. So I'm going to detach the camera from me and kind of peek it around the corner first. Not with all of us going around, just camera first.
As your camera, the little green recording button blinking in the darkness, a single firefly against the shadow, goes around the corner. You look into its screen, and you come face to face with a stegosaurus eating the expensive flowers on the plaza. It munches placidly, that "bleh" sound as it performs what an herbivore does best, fermenting.
Sorry,
just
what was
looked
the
at-
sound? Okay, thank you.
I'll just pull it back and reclip it and like just pat Amy in the shoulder, go, just a steaky, and I'll walk around the corner.
Wait, you're walking around the corner?
Yeah, just a
It's
stegosaurus,
still
right?
the size. It's like double the size of a rhinoceros. Don't walk up to it. Its tail's filled with spikes, you idiot.
I'm gonna need another conflict roll if you're just walking.
Okay. That is 3 6s.
3 6s, that's better than my 2.
God. My
You
anxiety.
do not startle it. As it is eating, it is very concerned with the tulips that it is munching on at the moment. But as you walk out and confirm, it is in fact safe. Lewis, Amy, you see that the entire herd has come in through the open door. It is now
Good.
munching on the expensive foliage.
Great. We're gonna avoid that, and I'm actually gonna take the flowers out of like whatever planter they're in, and kind of like lead it over to the rest of the herd to like try and get it a little further away.
It takes it eagerly, following you. You've done this since they were babies.
Oh, also, question: is this planter one of those things where they have like the big styrofoam in the middle of it for the plants to like stick into? I'm gonna take the styrofoam out and put it on the Stegosaurus's spikes on its tail so that it's.
You know, Lauren should really pay you for that. That's pretty innovative. But the way is clear. The nursery is just a few paces ahead.
All right, at least I'm gonna make my way slowly towards the nursery.
I'm following behind. I don't know where I'm going.
It's dark inside. You don't hear anyone. You do see a puddle where presumably Marisol tripped, which I cringe to think how far she went with that ankle. It could be broken. But the inside is dark. As you open the glass doors, your key card not needed here. Do you make your way to the nursery?
I'm gonna look back at Rick. Let me go in there first. Because Princess don't know you, and I don't want her to take off your hand or shoulder or something.
Understood.
Okay. And then I'm gonna head towards the nursery. And if I see anything that looks like reflective on my way there, I'm gonna grab it.
The only reflective thing you do see is as you lead this little raggedy group of tourists through, is as you pass by the health tanks for your aquarium, you notice several Anomalocaris. They're all gathered in one corner, which is strange. They're a free-floating species. This is part of your Cambrian explosion exhibit. But they're all surrounding what look to be a set of keys at the bottom of their 3-foot health tank. They're all here to make sure they don't have ick. Maybe Marisol was pushed up against it and dropped them.
Is this something, are they carnivorous fish or something? Like if I stick my hand in here, am I about to get like piranha'd?
Do you want to try?
Well, I want to know about the species first.
So Anomalocaris is one of the first evolved predators. They had the first eyes, and they have a set of mandibles that curl under their mouths.
Got it.
They shouldn't hurt. They don't look like they hurt. You should be fine. It's fine. You should probably reach in there before Rick does.
I will say, if you make any mention of the keys, if you don't just do it, if you make any mention of the keys and then don't go for them, Rick will go for them. I've already burned Reckless. I have to.
All right. She is going to kind of like. She's going to take off one of her gloves and throw it to the other side of the tank and then put her hand in to go get the keys.
Make a conflict roll.
Just where my hand gets taken off. All right, how many dice do I have?
You have 8. I have 2.
Okay.
I rolled 7 earlier.
Oh, 7, right, we're at 7.
Yeah.
Right, thank you. I was like, why do I have all my dice like this?
These are so big. All right, here we go. We have... That's 1 6, 2 6, and a 1. So that's 1 success.
So I rolled 3 successes.
Oh my god. All right.
I am so sorry. But you reach your hand in. They're used to being fed at the surface. They all go and sprinkle off to go nip at your glove. And a candle goes out. But as you're reaching for these keys, you feel a prick on your hand. There was an ammonite below the surface, and you've just pricked its tail. Non-venomous, thankfully, but your hand bleeds freely into the water as you fish the dangling keys out. A pinprick, but dangerous if it's infected.
All right, I take my hand out. Wait, but I got the keys?
You got the keys.
Okay.
You succeeded, but with a cost.
Yeah. I'm looking at that and realizing that a lot of the animals around here are going to be able to smell that. So I'm going to take like one of my glove and put that back on and secure it over. And be like, all right, Let's go. And I'm gonna take the keys and head towards where Princess should be.
The doors are heavy, thankfully, so they haven't been opened. And as you open the door, walk into the room, you notice a window freely swinging, rain pouring in the room, and a small pink blanket curled into the corner, as if terrified by the storm.
I'm gonna get down on my knees and try and like coax her over to me, making those same noises that I was making before.
The blanket does not move.
I will try and get a little bit closer.
You get closer. This animal is familiar with you. It's not moving. You can see the blanket is going up and down, maybe a little too fast, but she's scared. What little creature wouldn't be in a world of thunder and lightning?
Man, I do not want to grab this thing when it doesn't see me.
I'm gonna go over and close the window while she's doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna take the keys out and kind of dangle them, like shake them a little bit, and then try and like nothing. Really?
Nothing. She might be asleep. Maybe she's having a nightmare.
All right, I'll go pull the blanket off.
You carefully cross the room, making your footsteps deliberate, just as her mother would, and go to lift the blanket, only to find the heartbeat teddy bear left behind with no sign of Princess.
Oh no. All right.
We cut back to the hotel. Marisol is leaning up against the desk, breathing heavily. You know, I used to follow you on Instagram when you were still doing the recipes, she says to Millie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like your biggest fan. But, you know, then I worked here and there isn't much signal.
I know. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad I got to meet you. Here, I guess let's sit up on this table. Let's sit here. And she just kind of, instead of like quickly moving anything, starts gently placing things not in exactly a timely fashion. She's like, okay, all right. So here, and she starts looking through the drawers and it's like, Kit, can you like look through the drawers, find anything like long and straight that we could maybe turn into a splint?
Okay.
Yeah, like long and straight.
Okay, cool. I can do that. And I'm gonna go and start trying to be helpful.
All right, if you are helping Kit, I'd like you to make a conflict roll. You are rolling with 6 dice against my 4.
I don't like that. Oh, make a conflict roll. Okay. Well, you know, one of my virtues is that I'm lucky. So I'm going to re-roll that because I had 0 successes and I'd like to try and find something.
Absolutely. It also helps. I also rolled no successes. So this would be a neutral result. Just in case. We'll let you save your virtue unless you want to burn it.
Okay, no, I'll save it then. I'll save it because
Absolutely.
yeah, I just wanna find something. Just be useful.
Kit, you start digging around the desks. You're looking. There has to be a ruler or something or a pen, right? Find a few things. Then you notice the gift shop. It's at the end. The door is open. There might be something in there that's bigger.
Gotta be something. So I'm gonna turn to the group and I'll say, I'm gonna check the gift shop because there's nothing here. And I'll head on down the hall.
Okay, that's great. Do that. I'm gonna help try to stop this bleeding.
I'm thinking, oh my God, is that my bone? Jesus Christ, I can't look.
Okay, yeah, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Here. And Millie's gonna take off her eye patches and try to use them as like temporary bandages on top of the wound, at least to kind of cover it up.
Right, works. The blood soaks through quickly, but okay. It is a bandage.
It's stopping it. Okay, cool, great. Now we can't see it. Okay, that's a good start. So where are you from? As she starts like digging through other areas.
You know, a native of Chile, yeah.
Oh, so you're from Chile. Okay, great. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I moved around so much growing up with my parents. Like, you know, like they were together, then they weren't, and then they got married again, and then it was like a whole mess. Like, it was like I talked about it on my... Yeah, you know this already. And so
I used to watch your family vlogs. Yeah.
Right. I know. It's very dramatic. Here, is there anything that I'm finding around in the room, like, because this is like an infirmary area, or is this just an office area at this
The
point?
security room has a first aid kit. You're able to give her a shock blanket, all the things you'd find.
Great. So shock blanket, we've got some of that. But I guess there wouldn't be anything, I don't know, just to like kind of help her like calm down, or like to hold on to something, or like maybe like a pillow or something from like a chair so she can like hold on to it. Because that's how Millie is thinking. Millie's thinking, if I was hurt, I want to like hold on to something.
We've got
Might be one of the gift
tranquilizer.
shop. Yeah, but she took it. They're back in the hotel.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marisol.
It's okay.
She grips your hand really tightly. I'm not going to be able to make it up to the aviary because that's where the emergency generator is, and I have the keys. They're probably in my pocket somewhere, but we need to get to the emergency generator at the top of the aviary.
But we gotta like make sure you can walk, right? Like, because if you can't walk, we can't get there.
Yeah, how could you get there, Marisol?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm gonna faint. Oh my gosh.
Let me get those keys before you faint. Oh, are these jeggings?
They are. Oh, I can't remember. I think I ripped them in the fall, though.
I know about them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, jeggings are like, they started 2016. We really have to get you updated, my friend. So, and she just kind of starts to do that. It's like, Mr. Alvarez, you seem like you're very strong. Do you think you could carry Marisol?
Up there?
Up there, yeah. I mean, it seems like you've done so many fascinating things. Like, you know,
Like
you
what?
seem very interesting to me. And it seems like maybe if you, I don't know, like, I know I can't carry her. Like, it's been too long since I've been to the gym.
So you're saying we shouldn't leave her? We should bring her with us?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be left alone. Would you?
No. Yeah, I'll carry her. I mean, I'll carry her just fine as long as I can.
Okay, and then, so it's like, great, so I'll let you do that. And she goes back to the door. V, you coming up with anything? We're gonna go somewhere.
Katie, you've entered the gift shop. The employee door is open. You're looking around. Lightning occasionally flashes, lighting the scene up. Get your phone flashlight, you search. Would you mind making a conflict roll for me?
I would mind, but that's alright, I'll do it anyway.
Fine. It's not like I've been rolling sixes.
1 success.
I got no successes. So what do you find as you're looking through the gift shop? Because I also have something for you to find.
Of course you do. So you know what it is? It is a yardstick, but it's like a really long yardstick.
The grabber with the dinosaur head on the end?
No, not that one. This one
too
is
flimsy.
actually, this one is actually like it's more like a really long like ruler. And the idea is that you would be able to put it on like your door frame to measure how tall children are compared to like a brontosaurus neck.
Exactly. You go to pull this off the display next to a bunch of very cute, very fluffy, stuffed T-Rexes. Do they have noise boxes? Because those are really realistic noise boxes. Why do you hear a cry coming from them?
I mean, you know, I used to have, when I was younger, I used to have this little stuffed cow where, like, if you picked it up and, like, you flipped it upside down and then you flipped it back, it would, like, moo, and it was, like, really realistic. So it was probably
one
just,
of them
like...
tipped on their side, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna... But one of them is very realistically scaled and blinked at you. He then watches this stuffy, raises up. It's Princess. She looks at you, terrified, and cries out. It is only then you register the sound of heavy footsteps outside. Thump. 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 And the answering roar. You go back to the nursery. Princess is not there. Amy. You hear the roar from across the park.
Since I've been dealing with these creatures for a while, would I know, like, kind of like when you get home and your dog, like, happily barks, like they're excited to see you? Is this, like, a recognizable roar of, I found my baby, kind of thing?
You remember when Princess was born. She was the first parent-raised animal on the park. That is exactly what her mother, T70, sounded like when you took her away for the first time.
Good, great.
If you could assign emotions to dinosaurs, you would describe it as mournful, rageful.
I take off running. Basically, like, forget, like, all, like, my survival instincts. I'm like, oh, shit. I take off running towards that sound.
Fast behind.
Yeah.
You two dash into the darkness. Our camera goes overhead as you run through the park, past the herbivores who have vanished. They hear that roar. Even domestic races they are, they know what that means. The terrible lizard is on the prowl. We cut back to the gift shop. Louis, Millie, you're helping Marisol up the stairs. She cries out, but you all go quiet as you hear that terrible sound.
Once I heard that, I would drop her.
Oh, Millie would try to catch her.
She stumbles.
I'd run with the keys.
Wait, Alvarez! There's Elsa here on the stairs. You guys should also get upstairs if that's T70. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god.
No, wait, don't. No, it's fine. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay.
All over the floor.
Oh my gosh.
All over your nice shoes, your nice slippers. Louis, you dash down the hallway. You see our little baby crawling up the shelves, making a mess. Things are falling to the floor. Kit, how are you trying to mitigate the situation?
Well, you know, I don't want to be T-Rex food. So are there any snacks or anything in the gift shop that I can see near?
There's Marisol.
Marisol is not a snack. Thank you.
I just imagine Louis looking at her. There's Marisol.
Marisol's not a snack. But are there, like, treats for, like, children or, like, you know, like, branded pet treats or something? Is there jerky? Is there anything in here?
Jerky. Schmacklinks. At the cash register.
Haven't had a schmack in a while.
It's a great brand. I'm going to, as quietly and quickly as possible, I'm going to go and I'm going to grab some, and I'm going to toss a few over to Princess, because a fed dinosaur is a happy dinosaur, right? That's definitely something that they say here at Prehistoric Park, and maybe if I can stop it from being super sad, I will be able to get away without upsetting the mother.
Works with your nieces and nephews. Totally fine. Princess's little eyes, as she's in the middle of yet another cry to her mother. Stop. She sniffs. Sees the meat, grabs it, and horks it down in one big bite.
Good.
She looks around for more. She's focused on you now.
That's great.
Fuck. Okay. So I am gonna go back and I'm just gonna grab all of the schmacklinks, and I'm going to rip them all open, and I'm going to start, like, pouring them all into a bag so I can just, like, toss a few out. Because at this point, what I'd like to have happen is the mother to just go away, and until Amy gets back here and can take Princess, because she knows how to get Princess back to her mother without losing her body, I hope. So that's the goal.
Totally. Speaking of the mother Tyrannosaurus, the wall next to you shakes.
I bet.
Boom. A slam. She knows her baby's in there, and she's trying to break open the wall. Princess cries out. She knows it's her mama. Now she's distracted from the food and begins to toddle open to where the open door lays.
No. Oh, okay. All right. This is fine. This is, I'm sure this is definitely not a problem. Okay. What, so she's leaving the gift shop, Princesses.
Yeah, she's running towards the front door.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
Is there like a small like window towards the front door, or like something that I could like smash open like a little like hole in so that Princess could leave without us having to open up the giant front doors?
There is not. There's just the glass, which so fragile. Having failed with the wall, you hear the thump of those massive footsteps. And then you see a massive clawed foot settle in front of the door. The start of a snout, and the rest of the head as it keeps going and going, till you're eye to eye with the tyrant lizard herself, Tyrannosaurus Rex. She blinks once at you.
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. If I move, she'll see me. If I don't move, she won't see me, right? I learned that. Just don't
That's
move.
what we tell people, yeah.
Just don't move.
I leave.
With a roar, she slams her head into the glass.
Oh, I can't not move. I start scrambling away as fast as I possibly can.
Amy, Britt, you're running back. You've almost slipped in the shadows in the dark, but you see the outline of a massive tail, 40 feet long, a story high, as this T-Rex is trying to fit her half run into the gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
How are you distracting her?
Okay. Well, I have the trank. If I
Cast it
see
against T-Rex?
I feel like it's not going to work against her. But it would get her attention. It would definitely piss her off. Okay.
You can hear the screams of Kit. She's already found something.
Okay.
But along mingled with her roars, you hear Princess. Seems like she's wandered over here in her fear and confusion and settled into the gift shop, and she's trying to get in.
Can I see them through the glass?
Absolutely. The building is formed with different sectors. The out front is a shop, glass paned. You can see the silhouette of Princess. She's scared because loud sounds are happening. You can also see Kit and Luis pressing against the wall, trying not to get in those giant jaws, those banana-sized teeth.
All right, I'm going to use my flashlight to try and like get their attention. And then you guys are going to hear me yell as loud as I can. When I give you the signal, open the doors. And then I'm going to pull out my trank, and I'm going to get ready to shoot, I'll call her Queenie in the ass, to try and get her.
Is that Jamie D?
Is that thing gonna work on something that big?
No, but it's definitely gonna piss her off, and I'm gonna shoot the trank at her to get her.
Shot.
Basically, my thinking is if I piss her off, she'll get away from the door long enough for them to open it to let Princess out. That's what I'm hoping is happening with this.
Your shot, it's so small. It's about the size of your thumb, the tranquilizer. You shoot. Your shot's true. You've done this in practice. You've been to your trainings. You hear the ding as it blasts off her hide. But it's enough to get your attention, all right? You watch as the massive head turns in the glass. The terrified Katie and Luis, and looks directly at you.
I'm waving my flashlight like crazy as a symbol for them to open the door to get Princess out of there. I'm hoping someone freaking does it, as I also am shaking a flashlight and assuming that Queenie's gonna be looking at me, and I'm gonna slowly start backing up.
Now, most movies depict dinosaurs as thoughtless predators, animals that see a thing and eat it. Domestic as she may be, lab-made, she still retains the instincts of her ancient ancestors, the bones from which the DNA were drawn from. She knows that in order to subdue a prey item, you need to make sure it's not a threat. She approaches you, those thunderous footsteps, and eyes you from her story-high height, circling you. Keeping eye contact, she's looking for an easy way to bite. She's no longer thinking of her baby. She's thinking of food.
Have you guys opened the goddamn door yet?
Those teeth are bananas.
Oh my gosh.
You remember reading them on the touchscreens.
Amy, how many flashlights are you waving?
Just one. I got one.
All right.
Yeah, I am terrified to open this door.
Sure.
To be 100%
Yeah.
clear.
Got it.
Just,
I'm gonna
just in
look.
case it wasn't really clear, I'm very, very scared to open this door.
Natural human instinct.
No, that's totally fine.
Freeze, fight.
If I don't see them opening the door yet, I am going to yell over to Rick. I need you to move slowly but quickly and get that door open.
And you're just gonna stare a T-Rex in the face.
It's the only working plan I got right now. So,
All right, I've got a different one.
what's your plan? And I assume we're doing this while she is circling us, and we are like,
Absolutely.
like staring at her.
GM, are there any golf carts near this gift shop?
There are not. But you
Okay.
do see, as the door swings in the wind, a little T-Rex, terrified to go out into the storm, but she wants to go to her mother. It's just a baby, terrified to be out in this world.
I've got a different idea.
All right, I'm open to suggestions.
All right, and I'm gonna grab the flashlight out of Amy's hands and I'm going to book it straight at the doors.
Make a conflict roll.
Is that Danger Darren?
Oh my god.
So that's three sixes again. No ones.
I rolled 2. You succeed. You
so-
get to the gift shop. Describe how you do.
So I'm doing something stupid, but it's on purpose. I am trying to distract this dinosaur's attention as I run, because I am going to try to grab that baby and shove it out of the door. And if I can get into the shop, but basically it's one of those get the baby out of the door, distract the mother with the baby.
You've got the baby. Thankfully, baby Tyrannosauruses, much like kittens, have a dewlap skin on the back of their neck, so you're able to scoop her up. She screams because you are a stranger and you have picked her up.
Oh my god.
And suddenly, Mother's interest in food has changed. Amy, Queenie was just about nose to nose with you, but her body turns around with a speed that is shocking for her size. She stomps over to where Rick is, where her squalling child is in his arms.
Before she even right as she turns, I'm yelling in the doors, "Fucking run!" And I'm just gonna shove this baby to the side and just throw the doors open for them to go the other way.
Shouldn't
You
do that
shove
with
through the door.
J35.
Luis, Katie, are you escaping?
Yeah, I've got the keys.
Yeah.
Go into the key room.
I don't know where I'm going, but I'll follow Luis, I guess, because he seems to at least have a plan.
Come on,
Whereas I
Marisol.
don't.
It'll take him a while to eat all of them. Are you recording this?
No, I'm not recording this.
Okay, fine. Sorry, thought you came here to work.
Now is not the time to call upon chat. But Rick, you have the baby. Mother's attention is on you and she is raging. And as you throw Princess to the side, you see a flash of her teeth. Her maw is just seconds from chewing you apart. What are you doing?
I think this is a good time to attempt my moment.
Attempt
At
your
this
moment.
Yeah,
What is
which
your moment,
I-
Rick?
Which is I will find hope when my name means something. And I think that if I can get these people out of here to safety, they're going to fucking remember that. And if
Danger
it's doing
Rick
something
jumping into
that's,
the jaws of danger.
yeah, if it's something dangerous, that's all the more for it. And I think whichever way this ends up, it's gonna work out just fine.
Right, 6 dice against my 4.
2 6s, 1 1 for one success.
3 6s.
Yep. Which means that candle's going out.
That's your candle, Rick.
Uh-huh.
Tell us what your final moments, your final thoughts look like before Queenie's jaws close around you.
I want to say it's something notable, something meaningful, but I've been face to face with a lot of dangerous things, and all of them pale in comparison to this. And so I think despite all of the potential cinematic magnitude that I could have here, the last thought is the same as anybody's last thought in this moment, which is a very abbreviated "oh shit."
And darkness encompasses you as the candle goes out. And now, this was not Rick's final stand. Rick had a final interview. One that will never air in the coming days in this event. For the famous show, The Look. And of course, this park's main draw is bringing back the extinct back into our world. Of course, this has attracted critics, but as our guest here, Rick Durango, has shown, not all these critics have to do with defying God's will. Rick, there have been quite a few questions about your approach to animal education, and now that you're attending San Pedro's opening, what do you have to say to these critics?
Oh, no, I definitely get that there, Clarissa. The thing is, I've been doing this for quite some time, and it's a very large world out there. It's a world full of wonder, a world full of danger, a world full of things beyond our wildest dreams. And this is just one step further forward into that, as well as one step back. So you get to look back in time at things that we never had to encounter in our history, creatures that ruled this planet in a way that we can never quite grasp, except for whatever bone evidence was there previously. Now, I feel honored to be invited to this thing because, you see, it's about making a name for yourself, really. It's, as I said, it's a big world out there, and it's getting even bigger with the creations on this island. And, well, you can't just do all the same stuff that we've been seeing over and over again. We've got to take an innovative approach to the education. Same as we have to do with the science that goes into this island. And sometimes that means doing things that are a little bit dangerous. Sometimes it means doing things a little bit unorthodox, but it's stuff that people's going to remember. It's lessons that are going to stick with people forever. So, you just got to do things a little dangerously sometimes.
Wow, that is inspiring to hear. Remember, stay tuned. Before we go to commercial break, catch us as we work with Rick on some recipes that are dinosaur themed, how you can end up getting a ticket to our park with our hashtag his final moments on this earth. And he spent them in saving you. You all run out into the darkness, the hotel thundering, the sounds of bones crunching. What did the rest of you do? You just watched your friend devoured.
I make a mental note to spend some of my fortune making sure the name Danger Dick does not go unforgotten in the world, and that I can really lift up what he did for us.
80?
I mean, calling him a friend is like kind of a stretch, like, just to be clear. Like, I didn't really know him, right? But yeah, I'm definitely focusing right now on keeping myself alive. And You know the saying, like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes? I think running toward the T-Rex is kind of a stupid game, and that's a stupid prize that he just won.
That was a choice.
I'm just gonna focus on staying alive myself. Like, sucks to suck, but here I am, so.
What about you, Millie? Marisol has passed out. The shock has gotten to her.
Millie had a moment of freaking out from partway up the stairs, but was able to see at least some, or at least interpret something of what was happening down as it went on. And is kind of sitting on the stairs, being still kind of plastered up against it. But when things have gotten somewhat quiet, has kind of started to creep down the stairs to see if she can get a look. She didn't know Danger Rick apart from possibly coming across one of his wild videos of finagling with wildlife on Instagram. But apart from that, he seemed like a good enough guy and didn't need to go like that.
The one other thing you hear, other than the crunch and smashing of bones, are voices, frantic voices, scared human voices, just out the front door. The Tyrannosaur is busy with her meal, and you don't want to be next.
We should get away from all these people.
Where was it that where was it that Marisol said that we needed to go?
These keys.
You have the keys.
Yeah.
But for where?
We can call someone, like, I don't know, Dino Cops.
Where do the keys go
doctors.
to? What door?
There was some sort of phone, some satellite. Jamie should know. Jamie D should know. Let's go ask her.
Jamie? What's a Jamie? Who's a Jamie?
She gave us the tour.
Speaking of Jamie.
Amy, you old fart.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to get canceled for that. Ageism is really volatile in today's culture.
Okay,
Millie
cancel me if you can figure out how to get online, old man. Jesus.
Millie has taken off her now ruined PR given Balenciaga slippers that were puked on by Marisol, and is sitting there, and also by the way, don't look at these, and is just like, so we got to find this phone. Where's the phone?
It might have been like a whole radio room more than like a phone.
Radio room. Did she say like
Kazutai. Jamie should know.
Okay, well, we got to find Jamie then. Or Amy. Oh.
Jamie. We just got to be quiet because T-70 and J-35 are still nearby.
What battleship game are you playing,
Dinosaur
man?
names and
you
numbers,
guys
but
named
you
them
can't
Queenie
remember
and
the
Princess.
tour lady's name.
Jamie.
Amy!
I just watched my friend Dave die.
Amy
I'm a little
Lee.
upset.
Amy Lee, like the lead singer of Evanescence. Are you kidding me? Listen, I had a dark
Really
period
overrated.
in my middle school ages, and I listened to a lot of very intense music like Evanescence and Paramore. So, like, you can't. Like, her name's Amy. Amy Lee.
She's the singer.
Yeah, she's the singer, but this one's not a singer.
What?
We gotta find her, and like tears are starting to stream down Millie's face.
Where would
Amy,
she
they're
directed
making a
us
lot of noise.
to a
We
specific
can find them.
space when she offered us the keys? Like, did she kind of give us directions
She
in
gave
case
us a
Amy
name
dies?
If Queenie's eating right now, can I have slipped in?
Oh, absolutely. You
Okay, great.
You heard Rick cry out. You heard the bones crunch, the scream, the sounds of a very satisfied dinosaur. And now you hear panic voices outside the hotel. And you know that the only emergency contact you have to the outside world is at the top of the aviary in a generator room.
Started with an A.
All right. So, hello everyone. That was unfortunate. Amy looks
so
like
cold?
a little. I mean, it's not my first time watching somebody be eaten by an animal. Just
Same.
What?
that's more concerning, given you're not in my line of work. But sure. We need to get to the aviary, and Marisol's probably gonna slow us down. Is the Abby, is the bunk on the way to the aviary or no?
It is. It's alongside, like, this little, not reservation, that's where I'm from. This little resort area is in a clade of trees. There's a little path that leads past the employee quarters and then should lead you out to the rest of the park. Is that where you're taking everyone?
Yeah, so we're gonna head over to where the bunks are. It's on the way to the aviary. We will drop off Marisol, and then we are gonna make our way up to the aviary. Whoever wants to come with me can, but that's where I gotta go. That's where the generator is, and that's where the satellite phone is.
Are they gonna send a helicopter? If they're gonna send a helicopter, then yes.
They will.
Okay, great. Then we're going.
Can't make that. Okay, sure. Yep. Okay.
GM, are there flagpoles in this room? Like, is there Chile, like all the different countries type, like
Of
longer,
course, it's an
sharp
international
poles?
resort. There's
We should
Chile.
probably get these. You don't
Why?
want to fight a dinosaur with anything up close. You want to be able to poke them further away.
I promise
They
you
are
that
20-foot metal flagpoles.
I was about to say, those are big flagpoles.
They're real big. That's right. It'd take all of us to brace one, probably.
Like, by the time you swing that, a dinosaur would. Okay, we
You're
don't
right.
really
Let's
have to
get out of
worry
here.
about that one anymore. And I
I'll put
point
a
back
note
to where
about it.
Queenie is.
Smaller
Queenie's
flagpoles.
fine. Queenie's satiated.
Okay.
Queenie's got her baby. We don't have to worry about Queenie. What we do need to worry about are the raptors. So I'm gonna need everyone to be very quiet.
You just
Do not use any lights.
just do this, right? Like you just take your hand, and I did this with them in the room, like in the place. Like it was fine, right?
They're not gonna do that when the shock collars aren't working.
You gotta punch them in the nose like a shark.
Don't touch them. If you see one, don't run. Let me know if you see one. And I'm gonna just start heading towards, and I'm gonna have Marisol, and I'm gonna start heading towards where the bunks are. Because my first concern is to make sure Marisol's safe with the rest of the staff, and then to go deal with the generator and everything.
You limp there without incident. Queenie's presence has driven away any other potential predators. As you set Marisol down on the crinkly plastic mattress, you look out the window. The aviary is at the other side of this 50-mile island.
Great.
It is going to be quite the trek, as lightning flashes in the sky and highlights it. You see a large pointy figure on the top. And that is where we are going to end tonight.